This morning, I lost one of my best friends, Zina. You know, Minister Bertaji, Akil Bertaji, Jürgen. He passed away this morning from Corona. He was the Minister of Tourism of Jordan before I came, and I took it over from him. He's a wonderful person. So we lost very good ones, very loved ones.
Beautiful night, I have a wonderful feeling, everything's going all right. Instead of I, let's say we, all right? Okay, we have how do we start? Oh, what a wonderful evening. Oh, what a wonderful night. We had a wonderful feeling. Everything's going to be all right. Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful feeling. Oh, what a beautiful night. We have a wonderful feeling. Everything's going all right. Again.
Good morning from this part of the world. Good evening to Africa. My name is Jürgen Steinmetz, and today Travel will be hosting the African Tourism Board. We're going behind the scene and see what's new in Africa, new in tourism, and have a great meet and greet session upcoming for the African Tourism Board. You can join us also still directly. So if you are online right now, watching us on eTurbo News, on live stream, on our social media channels, simply go to tourismevents.com and you can actually join this live discussion. And you need a sign-in code, and then you just click on it and you're joining a Zoom conference. Otherwise, you can stay tuned. This conference is starting. You can watch us on Facebook, on our various pages, for African Tourism Board, eTurbo News, and also at various publications. And we will repeat all of this several times after this and then archive it. If you did register, we will send you a notification when it's archived with the link. Otherwise, just go to livestream.travel and you find a copy of this session. And of course, you can always go to african.com. So from Hawaii, I'm going to go to Pretoria, Johannesburg, and give the lead to Cuthbert Nikube. As you well know, he's the chairman of the African Tourism Board. And Cuthbert, you look so good. We were all worried about Cuthbert because he was down with this awful virus. And we've been praying, and it paid off. Cuthbert is his old self again, and we're very, very pleased to see you. Good evening, Cuthbert.
Good evening, Jürgen. Thank you so much. I really appreciate appreciating your prayers and your energy that has driven that I'm back on my feet now. And it is so good to see a wide range of all our colleagues within the African Tourism Board. Dear friends and colleagues, it is indeed a blessing that we converge in this audience on the backdrop of these unprecedented times we have experienced. Most of us, our entities, have taken a knock 5 steps backwards, but here we are, still standing, and we're noting a gradual positive response towards a recovery in most countries. We're seeing an activation on travel and the opening of borders. This is an indication that travel is one of the most stubborn sectors in our spheres of economies. It's like building a 1-mile dam and forget to make room for a spillway, the consequences are very dire. So surely our sector will bounce back. As we navigate on mechanisms in implementing precautionary measures to prevent the spread and escalation of the COVID-19, we're noting with great concern, especially in Africa, where transparency hasn't been forthcoming from most governments. Hence, we see the reluctance of cooperation and excitement, especially towards the vaccine. As the African Tourism Board, we strongly believe and know that vaccines have helped in eradicating some of the worst diseases on earth, and there is no doubt that mass immunization campaign will surely save lives. And we are saying that the right and well-tested vaccine that has gone through a very vigorous test of approval should actually be rolled out. With new variants of the virus that is causing, another more intense wave of infections across the world, we are advocating for a holistic approach and inclusive effort from all stakeholders within the health sector, scientific sector, and traditional players as well, who, by the way, have played a pivotal role, not only in preventing diseases, but in healing a lot of ailments within our communities. May I take this opportunity again to present and welcome our new affiliate members who have joined the African Tourism Board. It is a great honor indeed that you have become part of the global brand whose mandate is to rebrand, market, and promote Africa as a destination of choice for investment and tourism at large. As we advocate in attaining responsive and sustainable socio-economic development on the continent through travel and tourism, we are looking forward for your full participation as we will be unveiling 2021 action programs in the next few weeks that will promote not only the continent, not only the tourism sector, but our individual entities. I would like to fully appreciate and thank our African Tourism Board affiliate members who have stood and supported ATB through its restructuring processes. We honor your loyalty and dedication. You are part of a great vision, and together we will surely go far. If there was a time in the history of this organization to put our individualistic approach aside, it is now, where we really need to put our efforts together in building our tourism sector for the benefit of our entities. Together, ladies and gentlemen, let us ride. Together, colleagues, let us reshape. Together, colleagues, let's rise amidst the pandemic. Together, let us therefore rebuild. Together, let's restart. And together, let's reactivate our sector. And together, we can surely make it. Thank you very much again.
Yep, thank you, Cuthbert. And I think we all agree this is not a session where we just entertain and have pre-programmed speeches. This is an open session, so you can raise your hand, you can weigh in, and this is just a conversation. But I do wanted to recognize a very important person and a driver of this organization, who is African. I know he's born in Africa, he said, but he doesn't live in Africa. He lives in Jordan, but he's been a world figure all around the world, serving 2 terms as the Secretary General for the World Tourism Organization. Taleb Rifai Talib, you disappeared from my screen. Are you still there? You were just there, just a second.
I'm there, my dear.
There you go.
I'm there. Thank you so much for this very kind introduction. I'm African by spirit for sure. That's for sure. I was born in Cairo, in Africa. Now, what our chairman said is very true. We need to cooperate together. This is our chance. This is our destiny. Now, equity is the name of the game now. Vaccination is not going to come to us easy. Every nation is monopolizing it on its own. We need to promote equity. Every nation under the sun has a right for vaccination. The only way to do it is for us Africans to rise up and to the challenge, produce our own medical means, because the world is not going to look down at us again. We will not allow this anymore. That's gone and disappeared. Now, how do we do this? We do this through working together, as our chairman just said. We need to Africanize everything. Africa is the future, without doubt. And vaccination is not going to be the solution now, not until the whole nations of the world are vaccinated. And this equity challenge is a challenge that was unveiled by COVID, because the international multilateral system is falling apart now. Each government is so selfish nowadays. We need to look at ourselves and see what's best for us now, to lead the world in a better way, build a more equitable, fair and just multilateral system. Thank you so much once again. And I welcome each one of you to meet and greet here at ATB. ATB is a wonderful organization. I want to thank and recognize Zine here, who's been instrumental in restructuring this organization, Peter Tarlo as well, and our chairman. I thank you all for being with us today and wish you all the best. Thank you so much, Jürgen, for facilitating all these wonderful meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Talib. I think Emmanuel and raised his hand. And I think he's in Ghana, right, Emmanuel? Good evening.
Yes, you're
Emmanuel
right, Jürgen. Yes, you're right. I'm
wonderful person.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Doc. I'm grateful. And a very good evening, morning, and afternoon to everyone, especially to our chairman, Chairman Kube. We are grateful to God for your life, sparing you, because he knows you have a bigger assignment to do. So you can't leave us anytime soon. But I just want to find out, we know we have gone through a phase that we are coming out as ATB. Obviously, this would have been the best years with various African. We will come out of this challenging period, but we also had to go through some period. So I would like you to share with us, Chairman, just to encourage us, where are we as ATB? Are there any things that you can share with us to encourage us? We seem to have been people asking questions. We know we are doing the background, but those that you can share with us, if you can share still, and we are working a lot of things on the quiet. So that is what I would like you to share with us, if it is possible, where we are now and what we are doing. Thank you.
Calvary, you need to unmute yourself, Calvary.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay.
I think I've been asked to start all over again.
Don't worry about
Is that
it.
correct, Jürgen?
I couldn't put you on the spotlight because you didn't have your
You
camera.
got it. Okay.
I all heard you. So thank you, Emmanuel. And I think Cuthbert is about to respond to you.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Emmanuel. Nothing has changed at all. ATB is still standing stronger. Hence, on my opening remarks, I indicated that in the next few weeks, we are going to unveil some of the programs that will actually benefit all of us and benefit the organization at large. Yes, when you go through the process of restructuring, it's an inclusive process where I'm sure our chair Zine will actually concur with me that we will be converging as the whole team of African Tourism Board, where we will then participate in structuring and shaping our way forward as an organization.
Thank you, Cuthbert. I know we have.
Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you.
Yes, and Jürgen, if I might suggest that we try to get as many of our new members as possible to introduce themselves. And when you do, say your name and from what country you're from, so we kind of get to know you that way, and what you do in the world of tourism. So very quickly, but that way, the more people who I think introduce themselves, the more easily we'll all be able to become one big family.
Okay, so why don't we start with you, Peter, for those that don't know you.
Okay, well, I think probably lots of people do know me, and I want to thank my friend Talib for his nice words, and for Cuthbert. I'm one of the founding members of the African Tourism Board, though I'm not African, but Texan, which is almost Africa, I guess, just on the other side of the big pond. But I have had the honor, I work around the world in tourism security, and I'm the official advisor to the African Tourism Board on issues of tourism security, which includes safety, health, security, wellness, and making it so that people will want to come to Africa and have a wonderful time and leave with a big smile on their face. So that's our goal. So thank you all for everything that you've done. Thank you, Jürgen, for everything you've been doing, for Cuthbert and Talib, because I think, and Zeni, I don't see you, but you're here someplace. For all of you have worked so hard to make this such a wonderful family of organizations.
And thank you, Peter. We have Diane Collins. Tell us who you are and where you're from. Diane, go ahead. And if you put your camera, I mean, if you turn your camera on, we can show you. There we go. Okay. Please unmute yourself. You're
And unmute.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm good now.
No, you're muted again. No, you're good. You're good now. Go ahead. You're good.
Okay. I don't. Oh, okay. All right. I'm keeping my eye on it. I'm new to the travel industry. I used to work for Cruise Lines International Association, which is the United States of America. I'm on the East Coast. I live in the state of Maryland. And I worked for Cruise Lines International Association for 2 years. That's what introduced me to the whole travel industry. I am finally a travel agent, but I haven't been, the pandemic hit. And so I haven't really been able to do any sales. I'm just in training, so to speak. I'm also in an African Studies program at Howard University. I'm hoping to one day sell travel. I'm going to start my own agency, and I want to specialize in African destinations.
Okay.
So still in Maryland, Diane? You still in Maryland?
Yes.
You are.
Yes, yes.
Good,
And
good.
I attend Howard University in Washington, D.C. And I
Welcome on board.
hope to start an agency. And that's why I work, I'm an employee at Howard as well. And I'm also in school there in the African Studies program. So I'm very interested. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for the invitation. And I'm learning a lot and I appreciate it.
And Diana,
Welcome on board. Welcome on board.
most people know Maryland where it is, but for those that don't, not the East Coast of Africa, the East Coast of the United States. Just wanted to make sure everyone understands this. But we have Tumo with Gebenga, I probably pronounced this wrong, joining us. Welcome, Tumo.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much once more. My name is Benga. It's not Jibenga.
Okay,
Benga Sumonu from Lagos, Nigeria.
welcome.
Lagos, the economic capital of Nigeria, the largest and most populous country in Africa. And I'm a tourism consultant. I own Complete Hospitality Service Limited. It's an hospitality and tourism management consultancy outfit, and also happen to be the Lagos State Chairman for Federation of Tourism Association of Nigeria. And that is the collection of all associations under the hospitality as culture industry in Lagos State. At the moment, that's what I do, and I'm very proud. I'm very happy to be with you this evening, Nigerian time, and I look forward to see how we could collaborate and see how people could explore the tourism potentials and opportunities in Lagos, Nigeria. But my question I would like to ask, or what I would like to suggest, starting from, it's first and foremost for us to be given a background information on African Tourism Board. That will put a lot of us on a very good pedestal, on a very sound footing, first and foremost. And that's my own suggestion, or my question rather. Thank you very much once more. Nice to meet everyone of us here. I look forward to do business together. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cuthbert,
Thank you so much.
You wanted to weigh in on this? If you unmute yourself, please. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Benga. And we are so pleased and honored to have you as part of African Tourism Board family, which is an organization that was formed to rebrand Africa and promote it as a tourist destination. It's composed of global players, and we are so glad that we have our patron, Dr. Taleb. We have served within the United Nations World Tourism Organization as our General Secretary, and who saw it fit to drive the African agenda and try to see how best can we align Africa with the global community, so that at the end of the day, we are not referred as a third world country, but referred as developing countries in Africa. With so much what we have, the resources and vast land, especially within the tourism sector, we have so much to contribute. And we are a global family. You cannot actually separate Africa from the whole world. So what we need to do now is to join hands together towards one objective, to make sure that we promote one another and we respect one another and we drive investment within the African continent and above. So in short, that's what we're standing for as African Tourism Board.
And Cuthbert, I see Jala Nanyi, and I saw him driving, it looked like a truck to me in British Columbia, Canada. So of course, we don't want you to get into an accident, but you wanted to say something. You raised your hand. I don't know if you can hear us, Jala. So maybe Jalal is driving.
Jalal, you need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, please unmute yourself. Okay, so let's go to when Jalal is ready. So I know he was driving, so it's we don't want to have any accidents on this show here. So let's go to Joyce.
Well, good afternoon. I'm sorry I'm not able to put my video on because my bandwidth is very low. If I do it, I will just be knocked off.
Okay.
So
no, we don't want that.
Yes.
Don't want that. Yeah.
I am originally from Nigeria, but I live in New York, and I am involved in the tourism sector in New York. Let's say hospitality, working with the NY & Co. Which is the organization that works with tourism in New York City. I've done some trainings with them and I'm working with them. However, I went to Nigeria with some African Americans, and the experience that they had was put in a documentary. We made a documentary out of it because I felt that it was important that we show people what we have in Nigeria. It's easier that way. And then they will be able to say, ah, wow, okay, I want to come. So this documentary has been shown in different places. As a matter of fact, we had a whole week screening of it, and then Q&A yesterday. So I am working with some kings in Nigeria to showcase the various festivals, the you talk about wonders of the world. Nigeria has so many wonders of the world. So we want to highlight that and make Nigeria a destination. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I was don't know if Zina is able to unmute yourself. Zina, can I see you're muted. No, there we go. Can you hear us? Oh, there we go. Okay, wonderful.
Yes, Zina.
Of course,
I was going to suggest that Zina says something about our organization.
Go ahead, Zina. And tell everyone who you are and how you fit into ATB for those that don't know you yet.
Good evening and good morning and good day to everyone. My name is Zine Nkukwana. I come from South Africa, currently staying in Pretoria. I think I've also become a family member at ATB. Before we started with the restructuring process, I was the chairperson of the Marketing and Communications Committee. But right now, I currently am the chairperson of the Transitional Committee of the ATB. So what Chairperson Carpet Nube is talking about in terms of the exciting times that we are looking into is what we are busy with at the Transitional Committee. We will soon be unveiling the work that we've been doing there, talking about the actual restructuring of the organization and ensuring that the vision and the mission of what we want to do as Africans, and as far as tourism is concerned, and as far as placing Africa onto the world, because that's where we belong. We are not some third world continent that people seem to think that you can come and dump anything here. We are actually a very intelligent bunch of people, and we know what we want as Africans, and we know what we want to do in as far as tourism is concerned. This is our continent. We want to place it up there, and we also want people to come and see us here in this continent for who we are, as we are going to be promoting, starting from cultural tourism, regional tourism, and everything. We want people to come and see Africa as it is. Africa, the beauty of the motherland that you are living in. So in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be unveiling that. In any case, we're going to be having our AGM, the next AGM on the 2nd of April. Jürgen is going to be sending out the invitations to everyone, and we're looking forward to everyone to come and see what we have in store going forward. I'd like to welcome the new people who've just joined in our affiliates. Welcome to this organization. We are very loving people. And when you are here, feel free. In my language, which no one, not a single person will understand if I were to say it, but I'll say it in English. That's take off your jackets. That's what we mean. Take off your jackets and feel free and feel at home. And welcome you to African Tourism Board. We have lots and lots in store for you going forward. Thank you so much, Jürgen.
No,
lovely, Zina.
Thank you, Zina. And Zina, you're looking good. So I'm glad you're doing better, because you've been a little bit sick, and we're all worried for you. And I'm glad you're smiling. So that's a good thing.
Well, I'm following the chairperson. I mean, he's been very sick. I've also been. So now that he's looking nice and bright, I've also had to try and look nice and bright, so that we don't disappoint when our new, affiliates and members come to see us. They must see people who are looking much better than we were in the past couple of weeks.
And for those of you who have not got to meet Zina, one way or the other, try to get to meet her, because she's really a spectacular person. And I
She
think all
is.
of us have come to think of her as our sister. So we don't see her as a lawyer, we see her as family.
I'm not even a lawyer, Doc. I'm not even a lawyer. I just got to know. I'm not even a lawyer. I'm just me, just Zina.
She is truly everyone's sister. So we're very lucky to have you in our family.
Good to see you smiling. Good to see you smiling, Zina. Thank you.
True indeed.
You know, the
Indeed,
good thing is now, Zina and everyone else, we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, we had good news in the US with the introduction of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The world is growing. There's so many vaccines now out there from all over the world. Everyone is pitching in. And I think we're going to be seeing the end of the light, the end of the tunnel very soon, and sooner than we hopefully all were hoping for. So this world can go back to halfway normal, and we can do what we love to do, travel. So and that's what we're here for. I mean, we're here to promote the travel and tourism industry, and primarily, of course, the African Tourism Board is here to promote Africa as the destination of choice. But Cuthbert, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You were saying something. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to say thank you so much, my chair, Zine. She's my neighbor. But surprisingly enough, we never got to check for one another. Maybe it's because of the social distances and staying away from anyone who starts sneezing.
Soon you'll be hugging. Soon you will be hugging.
Yeah, definitely. And yet again, we have Mr. Celestine Giraba from the Revealed Word University in Rwanda.
Okay, wonderful. And I'm sorry, what was the first name again? I'm trying to find her.
Celestine.
How do you spell this? I'm so sorry.
Celestin.
Okay, I found him. Okay. Yes, Celestine,
yeah.
maybe unmute yourself, and if you can, turn your camera on, so then we can put you on the spotlight as well.
Yes, good evening, good morning for those who are in the morning. Wow. I'm Celestine Girabakunzi, the CEO of Revealed World University, based in USA, Wyoming, and working in Rwanda. We have two campus, but working online. And it's a pleasure, and I'm grateful to be joining this great institution or organization that will share a lot to us and mutually. I think this is my time to show you what will be be what the university, and yeah, we are proud of being part of this transformation of Africa through tourism and connecting to the whole world. First of all, as an education institution, we would like to contribute in terms of in areas of education. We will be offering trainings. We will be having the programs of training the members of ATB, and we also having to offer scholarships for students, and working on things that really will contribute much more for being on contributing to tourism industry in terms of skills, in terms of knowledge, in terms of quality, and good service delivery in terms of customer care and everything concerning the tourism industry. Yeah, we also contribute in establishing the infrastructures, because you know this African tourism industry needs infrastructure so that we may be able to really meet the needs of different tours or different individuals. We will also have to contribute to agriculture in different countries of Africa in terms of research and other contribution, because you can see that our tourism industry is affected by this not enough reserves, and where we have this hunting people who are really invading forests, invading touristic tools and infrastructures. So we have to contribute to agriculture so that we may contribute on providing sufficient agricultural resources so that we may have also the off-farm project and a product that will really stop this really dangerous things of hunting this animals, this yeah, you know, this will be also a good contribution. And we will also have to work on joint research to see what we can do between us and the university that can benefit ATB members.
I think we may have lost.
We lost you.
We lost you. Well, you're in Wyoming. You need to tell your state to improve your internet accessibility. Okay? So I know Sonia Kripalani had a message you put on the chat board. You want to say a few words, Sonia?
I'm just very curious about how you've got all these wonderful people together. And what I'd like to know, so I live in Dubai and I'm working with India where we are seeing a huge revival. So like you rightly said, there is a huge revival and it's going to be quicker than we anticipated because Dubai has already seen 3 million plus tourists and almost every hotel in India is either pre-booked, especially vacations or nature-based resorts are pre-booked. So there's good news for all of us. And having lived in East Africa, I know there's so much there that we can offer the world. What I'd like to know is there are any new strategies or forethinking, like the gentleman talked about the farm, how can we develop products or experiences that are transformative for travelers, especially local travelers or interregional travelers, and how would it benefit and be sustainable for the locals, especially for the people who are now in the agrarian economy and having challenges? Are there any such measures or strategies that the tourism councils or the tourism boards or the tour guides are doing? Like for us, just today I spoke to Andhra Pradesh, and the people there, the tour guides have decided how they could go about kind of reviving the farming economy and the villages. So they've started a project that every village has a story. We're working with them on project. Are there such projects, and how can we as people contribute to the growth of such experiences and planning to kind of revive African tourism? Sorry if I've overstepped myself. I'm rather new in this field.
Thank you. I don't know who wanted to respond to it. Cuthbert, Taleb.
Dr. Taleb, are you here with
That's
us?
fair.
Yes, he's
I am with you. I'm with you. I just
Yes.
wanted to attract the attention of this fine lady to our project Hope. We have developed a project called Hope, Hope for our Africa. This project is a comprehensive project. It's a project that puts all of us together. And agriculture is a very, very important sector here. I'm glad you bring it all up, because without that sector, there is no interdependency. We're so dependent on importing food, just as we're dependent on importing tourists. So we need to be more self-dependent on that. And we need to encourage also regional and local tourism. It's the same thing. It's all trade. Tourism is trade. You know, any import of goods is export. So if we travel abroad, that's exporting. If we bring tourists, that's import, because that's how the World Tourism Trade Organization defines tourism as a trade, and therefore agriculture is very important to us. I invite you, fine lady, to join our Hope Committee in discussing all of these matters. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Rifai. You've always been very visionary, and I'd love to follow your footsteps and be a part of project.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
And I see Banda, that's what I have as a name, said something on the chat group. Do you want to share this from Namibia?
Banda is the name of the minister from Zambia.
Okay, but it says from Namibia. Maybe it's a different.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe, I don't know if Banda can unmute himself. Otherwise, let's go back to
Mr. Banda. Are you with us?
Okay, no problem. We can get back to you later. And Cuthbert, go ahead. Can you unmute yourself, please?
All right. And I would request our sister Joyce to share the documentary, especially from Nigeria, with us. If you could share with Yegen, we would really appreciate, and then we'll share it with our wider platform. Yes, as Doctor has indicated that, look, we are advocating for a more synergized and cohesive approach, especially within the tourism sector. We have noted that we've been working in silos. Each and everyone does his own thing, not realizing that being part of the value chain, we need to make sure that we synchronize our endeavors and our efforts, so that at the end of the day, our communities benefit. I mean, I think that's very, very critical.
Yeah, and Cuthbert, since you brought up videos and social media, feel free, everyone, if you have videos about your destination, about your business, about anything what could be beneficial for anyone from outside to
share
view,
it with us.
Share it with us, because we can not only put it on the African Tourism Board website, we can maybe integrate it in some future sessions and let the people work. We can share it with our YouTube channel. And we're all about communication, and Zina knows this very well, because that's what it is. We're communicating Africa to the world, and everyone needs to pitch in. We're not a service provider of people who do this. It's all us together doing this. We're as Zina and everyone rightfully says, we're only as good as the people within the tourism board. And
Jürgen, if I can add one thing, we're not only all about communication, we're all about learning to work with each other, care about each other,
yes,
become friends with each other. And one of the most beautiful parts of this organization is that in the end,
family.
Many of us have made exactly family. We've made friends all over the world. And that's a really special feeling. So tourism is all about bringing people together. And the African Tourism Board has done an extraordinarily good job of bringing people across the world, both in Africa and outside of Africa, using the theme of Africa as bringing people together.
All right. And so if I know I see a few new names here. If anyone wanted to introduce yourself, just say who you are. Feel free to do so. Raise your hand. That means you don't have to raise it physically. There is a button on the right side. You can push on it. You see a little hand on it. And then we give you the microphone. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeken.
Yes, please.
Hi, Yeken. Now, thank you so much. I'd like to introduce someone that you already know, most of you, the person that I've been working with in the Committee of Marketing and Communications. One of those people that you know for a fact that will always have your back. One of those people that you know that they're the wind beneath your wings. And I know for a fact that she's one of the people who don't want to really talk. She's my force. She's here now in in the meeting, and she recently obtained her doctorate at the University of South Africa. A friend of mine, childhood friend, we were together from when we were from 17 years, 18 years old, way back at University of Cape Town. She still assists me even to this very date. Instead of the work we're going to here at African Tourism Board, she assists me.
What's her name?
She's here. Her name is Noncedo Vutula. Doctor, recently ordained as a doctor at University of South Africa. We simply call her Ngnesh. I'd like to introduce her because I work with her a lot and I know that a lot of people have never seen her. So Ngnesh, please say one or two words. I've already done that introduction. I'd like everybody to know that you are working with me and you assist me in a lot of things that I do at ATB. Thank you.
And if you raise your hand so I can find you and then I can spotlight you. I'm very bad with African names. So when you say this name, I'm looking panically here and I don't really know how to spell it. So I cannot find that. I'm sorry.
Her name is Nish.
Nish, okay. Nish,
She's here.
But just go ahead. Maybe when you speak, you pop up. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi, Nish.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but we can't see you.
Yes, you can't see me because I'm not able to switch on my video. I'm not looking good for the video. I was not expecting to take the floor. I just joined because I saw an invitation, and as Zine mentions, I am Zine's keeper. We've been together for a very long time. So when I can participate in the meetings that she joins, I usually join so that after the meeting, we can brainstorm on what the next steps should be regarding the transitional period of the ATB. I'm happy to be part of the ATB. I joined the marketing committee last year when Zine joined, and I've been doing a lot of work for the committee. I'm happy to be assisting the transitional committee as well, and I'm happy to continue working with the African Tourism Board. I thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I know Michael Sarney raised his hand, and from what I can see, you're joining us from Illinois in the United States, and you're with Adventure Travel, I believe. Michael, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself. I am new to the travel industry after 32 years in national security matters, working FEMA and all sorts of things. Decided it was time for a change. Travel's always been my passion. I might as well put it to work for me. Africa is my premier destination. I've been there 14 times. I love it so much. I married a South African, and am trying to focus my business on bringing more Americans to Africa and enjoying what I have come to love in the continent. I can't get enough of it, and there's no other place on earth I'd rather be than on safari or somewhere along the coast, somewhere in Africa. So I'm grateful to have found the World Travel Network here. You guys have had some great meet and greets and info sessions since I joined, and looking forward to joining the African Tourism Board and seeing if we can't make this a better destination for Americans.
Thank you so much. We have Joseph Bray joining us. I think you're from Sierra Leone. I'm not quite sure where you're from, but Joseph, the floor is yours. If you turn your camera on, we can show your face. There we go.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. And yeah, I know some of you guys
Hi,
know
Joseph.
me already.
We know who
Yeah.
you are.
Hi.
Let's see. Let's see your face.
So, yes, that's Joseph Graf from Ivory Coast, and I'm very grateful to Mr. Corbett and Mr. Jorgen for inviting me to join this big platform. I've never, it has never crossed my mind that this kind of platform do exist. So I'm really happy. In fact, I'm not a man of tourism sector. I'm mainly in the field of health and also international relations, because my background is political analyst and also diplomats. So I've been able to to get to know this platform thanks to the action we undertook to save the life of Mr. Corbett. As some of you know that he got sick from COVID, and we were able to assist him to recover with our molecule that we invented, which is called BG12, and it helped him how to get recovered. So it's really a pleasure for me to be part of this very important, interesting meeting, conference to share ideas about tourism in Africa. And I was just sending a message to the moderator, Mr. Jorgen, that here in Ivory Coast, we are really, really interested in the HOPE project that Mr. Taleb just mentioned. And especially, as you may know, Ivory Coast is economy based on agriculture, and also tourism is a growing sector in Ivory Coast. So we, as a group, we have acquired a big land on seasides here in Abidjan and Grand Bassam for very specific projects, because we are really interested in investing in tourism and promoting tourism in Ivory Coast. So that's really what really dragged me in this conference, and I wanted to share with you that we are very interested to have you guys to come in Ivory Coast and to see how best you can help this tourism ministry in Ivory Coast to develop tourism all over the nation. So as I introduce myself in this registration form, I'm interested to be part of you. I don't know how the process is going to be. I don't know how to get part of you, but if there is a possibility for me to join you, I really, really appreciate that. So that's it. I'm really interested to be part of you. And yes, Ivory Coast is a touristic destination. Let's please promote Ivory Coast as well. Thank you.
And I'm sure that everyone here at the African Tourism Board would welcome you to join. Simply go to africantourismboard.com, click on join. It's very informal, no big paperwork, and you're part of us. And I also see some comments here about videos. Thank you so much, because we really love to show videos. And on all different platforms, also on eTober News, I'm involved, and we can help you to get the word out. And you ask where to send it to. I think the easiest way, if you go to African Tourism Board, click contact. You find email addresses, you also find a form, and you can send us the video. YouTube is a good format, MP4 is a good format, or Vimeo, they're all good formats to send videos. But Cuthbert wanted to weigh in. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Jürgen. Really appreciate. Dr. Taleb, on your opening remarks, you really emphasized that Africa, Dr. Taleb has vanished again. He had emphasized.
I'm here.
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Doc. You emphasized that Africa should be able to stand on its 2 feet and stop this dependency syndrome, especially now as we are looking at the vaccine. That is not forthcoming in Africa. We have 2 scenarios in South Africa where massive of doses were shipped, airlifted to Africa, South Africa, only to realize that they don't meet the standard. And they were below the standard in actual fact. And they are busy debating whether to distribute it to the AU or anyone wants to buy them. And the argument is, how do you then really promote something that you cannot use yourself? So the emphasis is Africa should be able to stand up. It's not about vaccine at the end of the day, it's about innovations on how do we save people's lives. We do have natural traditionally, we are the Garden of Eden. Actually, if you need Garden of Eden, you must visit Africa, where you get natural medicines that assist me. Mr. Joseph, thank you so much. I know that you played a very important role in my recovery, and I'm very indebted and grateful to that. And I believe that by joining African Tourism Board, we will be able to share, we will be able actually to even go to these other, other member states where we need to assist them and save lives. Thank you so much. We really appreciate.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Cuthbert. We have Samuel Oching Oluwako. Tell us where you're from. And if you turn your camera on, we can show your face as well. And please unmute yourself, Samuel. There we go.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yes, we can hear you, Samuel. We can hear you. We can see you also.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad to be part of this amazing team. I'm Samuel Oluwako, as you have just rightly said, and I'm from Kisumu in Kenya, and right now I live in Nairobi. Actually, professionally, I am a filmmaker. I am a journalist, and I'm also a founder of a youth movement of young filmmakers in Africa. It's called the GA Africa. And for quite long, I just wanted to say why I am bringing this into board arrangement, because for a very long time I've had a very passionate interest in how you use film and tourism, because actually there's one area of film that really works well for tourism, and for this reason I had a very passionate interest that pushed me to even travel to Italy. And I visited Venice more than 5 times in 5 record years, just to really work through and know how much of this impact film can make in terms of what tourism requires. So actually, I have just come into this tourism board thing.
I think we may have lost. Talib?
Yes, I'm very happy to see that there are many from outside the realm of tourism. We have a diplomat in Joseph. We have a filmmaker here. That's a very, very encouraging sign. I myself am not part of the tourism family altogether. I started to work in tourism only 20 years ago. I came into tourism by accident. And I always say this, in spite of me spending 20 years working in tourism, I don't give a damn about tourism. What I care about is what it does to the people around it, to the community. That's what's most important. So I'm very happy to have you with us, sir. And I think you need to unmute yourself. You can continue, but you need to unmute yourself. Samuel.
We may have lost the question. Maybe
no, he's there. He's there. He's there, but he's not. He's unmuted. Yeah. Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry for that technical hitch. I think with the network. Yeah, I was just finishing by saying that this is a big dream that was conceived in Italy based on what I saw happening there, and I felt it would be an ideal thing to inculcate in Africa. So it started in Africa, in Kenya. In 2019 is when we hosted it for the first time, and I'm working on this year's edition. But I really, really feel I would be glad to discuss it with even interested parties.
Best regard to Mr. Balala. Best regards to Mr. Balala. He's a very good man and a very good friend.
Okay, I think we have a little bit challenge of a connection, but thank you. We have Banda from.
Okay, I get it. Yes, I know. I will send my.
Well, a little bit challenges with the connection to Kenya. Let's go to Banda in Namibia. Go ahead, Banda. If you start your video, we can show you as well. You have to unmute yourself, please.
Hello.
Hi, Banda, if you unmute yourself, please. There we go. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can speak now.
Okay, Mr. Banda, go ahead.
Okay, hello. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes,
Banda.
we hear you. We hear you.
Can you hear me? So yeah, I'm Banda. I'm just in where I'm a tour operator and also doing some bookings. So we do also safaris and want to market in media. Of which you are trying also to market a beautiful country. And I these projects.
I think we have a problem. The problem of connections.
Banda, I'm so sorry.
Can be interested in, of which you have to gather with other people so that the list you can help us.
Banda, I'm so sorry.
How can we venture into communities?
Banda, I'm so sorry.
Us now are based in the coastal town. You can check your Valvis Bay.
Sir, I have a question.
Banda, we were not able to.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Malik wants to say something.
Yeah, let's go if because Banda is muted, so I don't know who.
No, I'm failing to go in.
Okay. What?
Problem.
Zugan sir, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Sir, hello.
Yes, hello.
Can I proceed, sir? Am I audible, sir?
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, we can see you. Can speak. We can hear you. Good.
Someone else.
Go ahead.
For some reason, I cannot find out who. So.
Sir, just 1 minute.
Go ahead.
Unmute everybody.
Talabi
Sure.
officer, all. Hello.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Malik.
Okay, sir. Warm greetings to all of
Go
you. Every time I try to attend your online webinar, this is my opportunity in front of you people, and I'm very happy to attend one program that is Biden inauguration DC tour. And as a short filmmaker, I'm really interested to make some videos and spread the messages, how to rebuild the tourism like that. But sometimes I miss the program also because as far your program times in our country, that is midnight, and sometimes date also changes. So it will be better to mention the Indian time when you send the emails and confirmation registration. And I have also a question that is, you people create a group, but I observe all the messages from different parts of the African countries and another countries, but regularly I am not the person who send the messages and send the replies. But I observe after a few days, my WhatsApp group admin block me, and so I can't communicate with other one and can't see the messages. So it's my heartiest request, please unblock my WhatsApp number and re-added in your group.
Mr. Malik, maybe I can respond to this. The African Tourism Board group, as well as the World Tourism Network group, is meant for members. So if you're not yet a member, we did actually remove everyone after 3 notices to make this group more effective and also avoid spam. We would welcome you as a member to both African Tourism Board, the World Tourism Network. Just go to the website and join, and we'll be happy to put you back on the group.
Yeah, I receive your all the mails also, sir. And
Yes.
thanks to all of you that you people also admire me to join and attend the discussion also. Thank you, all of you. So thank
Yes.
you.
Once you join us as a member, there are 2 different things. You may be on the list because you
Thank you, Mr. Malik.
That is one thing, but you may not be a member, and that's why you maybe not on the didn't get an invitation to the WhatsApp group. But we would love to change this. Just join us as a member, and we can change this immediately because we need your input. And to come to the timing, the African Tourism Board announcements are made for African times, and we put some other sample times in there, but all on the World Tourism Network, we always include Nepal and also India, because your time zone is a little bit different. You go in half-hour segment and Nepal in 15-minute segment, so we want to make sure there's no confusion. And Zoom actually is supposed to work the way when you sign up with Zoom, it should always show your time, unless you're connected to a foreign network, but sometimes can happen, then you don't see your local time. So we try to be perfect, but sometimes, you know, technology is even more perfect than intended, but we love to get you back. Okay, let's go to maybe Abigail. Abigail has been an integrated part of our family. She's in Nigeria and has organized the Africa Day and involved in many other events. She's also one of the tourism heroes from WTN. And she sent a question here from a gentleman in Senegal she was relaying. But Abigail, why don't you take the floor and tell us a little bit about yourself, and then you can raise the question from your friend in Senegal.
All right. Thank you, Jürgen. It's nice to be here, to see everyone, you know, especially
Always good to
my
see you.
chair.
Always
Good to see you,
you.
Dr. Talib. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Good to see everyone, my colleagues, members of ATB, friends of Africa, friends of ATB. It's nice to see everyone. Nice to connect. Greetings from Abuja, from Nigeria. Of course, yes, we've been through quite, you know, tough times, but we are thankful, you know, we're thankful that, you know, we are able to convene today, you know, especially from the last time that we convened in January up till now, you know, especially we are very, very grateful to God for, you know, the life of our chairperson, who was able to survive the, you know, the COVID-19, yeah, you know. So we're grateful for that, and for all that have lost dear ones and loved ones, you know, our sympathies and our condolences. So nonetheless, we are in precarious times, and you know, my message to everyone, to us all today, is that we, you know, continue to stay connected and continue to stay together, and you know, continue to keep in touch with one another. I believe if we're able to, you know, foster such human relations amongst us, I believe, you know, that alone serves as a great support system, you know, for us all, you know, as our various governments continue to make efforts to bring in vaccines and other solutions, you know, and of course, practical solutions for especially tailored towards our industry. My name is Abigail Olagbaye, as stated by Jürgen. Yeah, Jürgen, I greet you specially. I'm a tourism practitioner based in Nigeria, Abuja, and of course, I am a proud and very happy member of Africa Tourism Board, and of course, been very happy to be part of all the progress we've made so far as an organization. And of course, I am also looking forward together with us all, that we're going to go through this. We're going to put this behind us. That is what I just want to assure us all. We're going to one day look back and say, oh yes, that might have been very tough, but we are grateful that we are where we are, and would look back and look at where we are at the moment, and we'll be proud, and my last word is that I want to also encourage us all to continue. Let's not give up, let's not give up. Let's continue to be strong. Let's remember that tough times don't last, but tough people do. Let's not give up, because sometimes it can be daunting, especially because of the impact on our psyche, on our businesses, on our families. You never know how much this has been, the effect and the impact that it has wrought on us all, as individuals, as businesses, as an organization, as a continent, So I just want to encourage us, let's stay strong, let's stay connected to one another. ATB is here, and ATB is doing, is ready to, take the next step, and ready to move to the next level, ready to take on, the challenges that the times have might have fostered on us, and we require cooperation. We require cooperation. We require every one of us to, let's all, cooperate and work together. Now, this takes me to, as I was preparing to this, for this meeting, a colleague of mine from Senegal sent a question which he wants us to address during this meeting. He says, "My dear colleagues, I have one and only question for which I wish an unanimous, collective, and engaged answer. That is to say, do you think that the time of the COVID gives us the time and the chance to continue talking? If so, what is the expected result? And if not, what are the actions we need to take in a coordinated manner in order to achieve concrete results where the populations are concerned?" So it's basically asking that, does this give us time to keep on talking, to keep on buying time, or is it a time for us to see what actually needs to be done? How do we move from where we are to where we need to be? So that's his question, and of course I throw it open to the House. So thank you so much as we take answers from members.
And Taleb wanted to, I think, respond to this. Taleb, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much, Abigail. It's always lovely to hear you. Abigail has reminded me of something. I think Zaina relates to that very well. Today, this morning, I lost one of my best friends, Zaina. Minister Bertaji, Akil Bertaji, Jürgen. He passed away this morning from Corona. He was the Minister of Tourism of Jordan before I came, and I took it over from him. He's a wonderful person. So we all lost very good ones, very loved ones. Now, just to answer that question again, we are not just here to talk, we're here to act. But talking is a luxury we can afford to do now, because we are together online and we have more time to spend together. So let's think together, not just talk to each other. We have to think together. What we need to do is bring the governments of the world, especially the governments of Africa, together, because it's all in the hands of governments now. If they don't unify their actions, we'll never get anywhere. No government's going to do it on its own anymore. Even the EU, not working together as a, even the United States, not united anymore. It's the divided States of America. I'm sorry, say this, Peter. But each state is acting on its own. We have a chance as African countries to be together again and to work together, unify our response to COVID. By doing so, must encourage all our governments to do that, working with the AU, working with all government forums. That's what the ATB is trying to do now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Taleb. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My parting word, would be that, of course, in response to this question as well, and to corroborate what Dr. Taleb has said, yes, I believe that we need to keep talking. That has a value on its own. It has its own, benefit, because it keeps us together. It keeps us integrated, and it keeps us grounded, because we're able to come together and derive strength from come together and bringing our ideas together. So we have, that has a value on its own and benefit of its own. So we've got to keep talking, and of course, like Dr. Taleb said, also be strategic and continue to bring our ideas to the table on how we can unify, and like he said, get our governments to work together, because actually we need to work together, we need to work together to be able to defeat, this pandemic.
There's no other way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's bye for now. Thank you all.
Yeah, it is such a terrible disease, and it divides so many families, so many people. It's very sad to hear when you see people being taken by this disease. But I think we members and leaders, we just need to look forward. We cannot go back. We cannot change where we are right now. We can what we.
That's right.
And I'm very sorry to hear positive latest. Not good. And maybe if I could propose, I wanted to introduce a very good friend and a good friend of Africa. He has been long before the African Tourism Board was ever started, was my contact in Africa. He's a journalist, a leader. Africa, he loves his country, Tanzania, and has been there. And I wanted to say he never made a dime. He has contributed not only to each, but contributed to African Tourism Board ever since we started. He says, how can I help? This is Apolinari Taro in Tanzania. Apolinari, thank you so much for work.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, JT. I'm happy to join you again. I'm in Tanzania, and I am a journalist in Tanzania writing for tourism. Working for various media here in East Africa.
You must get to know Mary.
Yeah, pardon?
You must get to know Mary. She's from Tanzania. She's a wonderful lady.
Yes.
She's with us as well.
It's good to have you, and maybe we can get Mary on to say, I didn't see Mary. If you start your video, we can show you, otherwise feel free to stay in. But Apolinari, thank you so much for being there for us, and I hope you're well. And how is Tanzania anyway at these days?
Oh, thank you, JT. I'm very happy to join you again, and I'm very happy to talk to all of you again. I'm just watching what is going on in East Africa, as this pandemic is still hitting parts of East Africa. So we'll be working together at least to ensure that we market Africa as a tourist as a tourist destination, the upcoming tourist destination. And thank you all. I'm still listening my colleagues. Then we'll come up with good news that will circulate across the world about the African Tourism Board. Thank you all. And thank you, Mr. Chairman Kube. I wish you quick recovery, and I hope you have fully recovered now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paul. I really appreciate. I am back on my feet. Actually, I'm planning to have a holiday in Zanzibar.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think, again, we have noted that Tanzania, they are quite very busy on their domestic tourism.
Yes,
maybe
really.
Mary would really share with us
Yes.
what are their secrets, and in as far as the pandemic is concerned, how are they navigating around that?
Yes. Yeah, let us share our ideas. In fact, I can say through my personal observation, the impact of COVID-19 in Tanzania is still, I can say is minimal because we are working as usual, people are moving as usual, and of course there are some. We always there are some incidences, but it's not much worse as we hear from other parts of the world. It is we can say, yeah, probably because of climate or weather or whatever, I don't know, the temperature and that, but it's not much worse. So we are not much scared of this, but we take precautions as well. I always take precautions myself. I always take precautions every day as according to WHO regulations or directives, but the impact, tourists are still flowing in Tanzania and Zanzibar. I see a number of tourists here. There are some planes here landing here as well. But we always pray that these things go. We share we share our ideas and we share our prayers to the rest of the world as well, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mary. And I think
yes.
Also in Tanzania, and she has been a very good, not only a good friend, she has worked very hard with the African Tourism Board. Mary, can you unmute yourself? There we go.
Yes, yes. Yes, this is Mary from Tanzania. I'm very, very glad to be on this. Hi, Taleb. Nice to hear you.
Good to see you again.
Yes, thank you. You can't see me.
Can't see you, that's good.
Yeah,
Can imagine you.
I don't have my video. So yes, it's very nice to be together once again in the African Tourism Board like this, and the synergy that we are starting to build once again with all these other new people that have come in, and the old family that has been so warm and really, really very, very fruitful in what we have been trying to do. So yeah, what I do in myself, I'm a tour operator in Tanzania, but I have got many other things that I do. Yeah, I've been able to lead and direct the Expo, Tanzania's premier domestic tourism expo, which we call Wandai Expo. And yeah, that is from my enthusiasm with growing domestic tourism in Tanzania. But then besides that, I'm an ambassador on the African Tourism Board, and that's when I've met all these wonderful people, and I've been working with others to develop regional tourism within Africa and intra-Africa tourism, as well as domestic tourism itself, and it has been quite exciting. Yeah, I think by the time we start restarting again, as Zine has been saying, and the chairman and Jorgen and everybody, I hope the domestic tourism we'll start once again as one of the projects that are online with what is going to be enrolled soon. So yes, I'm happy to meet everyone, and yeah, hope we work very, very well and achieve a lot in the coming future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary, so much. I also wanted to recognize, you see his picture, it's Tony Ofungi. Tony is joining us from Uganda. If I remember correctly, he first was with the Uganda Tourism Board. He runs his own Maleng Travel, I believe, your agency you're with right now. And Tony also has been a great supporter. He has helped my publication, Etober News, also for many, many years, way before African Tourism Board was started, as a contributor from Uganda. Welcome, Tony. Can you hear us?
You need to unmute yourself, Tony.
Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself. Tony, unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. Yes, we can.
Hello?
We
can hear you.
Yeah. Greetings from Kampala, Uganda. I just have a small message for our chairman. First of all, we're glad to see you've recovered very well. Hindsight is a thing, because they say those who have recovered as kind of immunity. When you were suffering, we know there was a chance, but God has helped you and you've recovered. And then while many are waiting for the vaccine, we should congratulate you for fighting it. And there's a victory for us in Africa. Like Thomas said, I've been a contributor to the Eat with Maleng Travel. The situation here in Kampala has been, did I say, down.
Tony, we lost you. You have to unmute yourself again. I'm sorry. Tony, please unmute yourself.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. This was
Hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes, I was saying in Kampala, we were just, as you know, we had a bit of, apart from the pandemic, we went through what they call scientific elections. And when there is always an election cycle in Africa, there is, the tourists always wait. They always play a wait and see attitude. So it was very difficult to battle two things: the pandemic and then the uncertainty from election. But thank God, I've come through it. We have some lot business. Many, especially the tour guide, have during better times. They had no form of safety net, because they were assured that the next my safari is coming, and it hit them so bad. And when there was some support, many of the development criteria, they said very hard for individual guides to meet in order to access funding. So personally, I went farming, and that, to share a bit of produce with a guide, with tour operators. It was very it's really the humanity, beyond beyond what would develop the best out of us during the pandemic. As it is now, we are hopeful that the vaccine will come. Many of the potential travelers are still not so sure, although there are some very brave ones who have come, and some of the tour operators are beginning to get business. But as the variants came up and down, it dampened a bit of hope when we thought we were getting vaccine in the back of this pandemic. We still have hope, and with the African Tourism Board, seeing a lot of participants. I've not met personally a Polonari, but my fellow East African. We hope to continue in the spirit of Afrika Mashariki, and for the rest of Africa and the world, we shall come out stronger. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tony. I wanted to recognize,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I wanted to recognize Chief, and my apology again if I mispronounced this, Abiodun Oluwako. He's the national president of tourism.org.ng. It's the Institute for Tourism Professionals of Nigeria. Chief, I don't know if you wanted to say something. I don't see you have a microphone for some reason, but if you do, feel free to unmute yourself. Okay, he may not be welcome anyway. You may be calling in from a phone or something, because you look different in my profile here a little bit, but I wanted to at least recognize you. Cuthbert, I think you wanted to say something. You need to unmute yourself.
I just wanted to say thank you so much, Tony.
Cuthbert, you froze. Cuthbert? Okay, we may have lost Cuthbert here.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, you're back. Go ahead, Cuthbert. Well, I'm so sorry. Yes, now go ahead, Cuthbert, please.
Okay, no, that's fine. All the way from Uganda,
I'm so sorry. It looks like we are losing.
I have always indicated that. Look. Oh.
No, now you're back, Cuthbert. I'm sorry. You're coming in waves. So let's try it again.
Okay.
Well, there are some challenges in Pretoria, it looks like, on the internet, and we may have lost Cuthbert, but we see his smiley face, at least I see him. And anyways, we're about 35 minutes past our time we had planned for the African session, so I think we had a very good session. And now Cuthbert is moving. I don't know if he ought to be heard. I see his bars are all red, what indicates internet is very slow. Okay, go ahead, Cuthbert.
Okay, can you hear? Okay, thank you so much again. I just wanted to appreciate our colleague from Uganda. Thank you so much for your support. And that's an indicative that we have become one big family, global family. That's what tourism does. It brings us together. It binds us together towards one objective. As I always indicated that, look, after every stormy weather, when you look beyond, there is a rainbow in the horizon. So definitely, we are definitely going to pass this stage. And what we need to do, as I allude to our chair, Abigail, that look, yes, it is time for us to sit and strategize. It is time for us to sit and see how best we can navigate ourselves and actually in preparation for greater things that lies ahead of us. We really appreciate, and I would like to really thank Dr. Taleb for your support, and you've been a pillar behind this great organization. Colleagues, it is time where we are going to move, as Zine has indicated that we are going through a restructuring process, but that does not stop us for planning. Hence, on my opening remarks, once again, I indicated that in a few weeks' time, we will be unveiling programs for 2021 that will drive this organization, including our entities, to greater level. Let us get together, let us plan together, let's encourage one another as well. Thank you so much, we really appreciate. And also to all our new affiliate members, you're most welcome. Be part of us, participate with us, share with us, so that at the end of the day, we achieve our objective as African Tourism Board. Thank you so much again.
Thank you, Mr. Nkube.
This was a really nice last word from our chairman, Cuthbert, and everyone else. We're about to say good night, I think, to you. Good morning from this end. And thank you so much, African Tourism Board, for letting us host you today for this event. And we hope to see everyone again very soon. I can only say what we say here in Hawaii. We say aloha. And that's what I wish. It means peace and love. And that's what we all need everywhere in the world and everywhere on this globe. But most of all, please stay healthy. Watch out for yourself. Watch out for your families. And we see you again soon.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you so much, colleagues.
Thank you, Chairman.
Okay.